Good morning, everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. Hope you guys are going to have a magical day. We're at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Brad.
We're going to head to the safari.
Look, there he is. Look, oh, there, chilling.
Thank you, Rob. Welcome in, Surfer Girl, Cherie. Welcome in, everyone. We're just gonna hop on the safari and maybe do Expedition Ever. And I do need to get out my other thing for the schedule for the shows because I'm gonna try to do Kite Tales and the Lion King show. Morning, Billy. Yeah, I was deciding between here and Magic. Magic Kingdom doesn't open for another hour, and I was up already, so. Yeah, that'll be fun for you, Cherie. They must be just letting people on to the safari because it looks like they already have a fairly big line. But that'll move quickly. Yeah, I don't know why they have everybody snaking around here. They will later when the rest of the crowd. Morning.
Elephant. This is in Africa. Simba. What? Simba.
Okay, Shereen.
Kuramura. Kuramura. Kufa. Rhino. Kuboko. That's it. Doma. Doma. Ubuntu. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the birds.
I'm going to. Right now, I am scheduled to come down. That could change. And if I do come down, it's just going to be like that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and fly out Tuesday. But I'll pretty much just see most of you in the park because a lot of the reservations.
I want to ride it because that's what we were staying here for. But I want to keep getting things over. There's look at them standing up.
Sorry, I'm trying to get something out of my bag and it gets a little shaky.
Here's a cheetah. Cannot roar. They use high-pitched chirps.
Go ahead and go. I just got to do something real quick. Just sitting in here right now. Not too many people in front of me.
Reminds me of how Oliver used to meow like that.
Okay. Sorry about that. Just needed to fix something. And we're stopped about here anyway.
Joe, you know what I'm so excited about? Because there's actually another guy here. It's always you and all the girls.
Yeah. When I come, I
Hi, Joe. Katie's gonna take a group shot of us because she's really good at it. Turn around, everyone. Really, you gotta see. No, she's really good at it. No, she's very. I said she's very.
Yeah, it'll be pretty much a quick thing. I'm not worried about having meals with people and stuff because a lot of times, for me, not that I don't like to sit down places, but it'll be kind of a quick trip to look around. And I know for you guys, it's about seeing everyone and stuff, and I'll see people in the parks.
I just got ours right now. I'll get it when I get back to me. Oh, I just got the one.
Yeah, I found like this trip for me, a lot of the quick service was fine. Although I did have a sit down dinner yesterday at Sanaa. The choice of option of food, the shrimp part of it was good. The rice wasn't too bad, but it wasn't something I would get again. The bread service was good. It's been a while since I've been to Sanaa.
But you never know. You could just maybe
I should have stuck with the steak. But I wanted to try something different. The shrimp and everything was good. And I find it as the day goes on, as long as it's not busy, like a busy time, and you don't have too big of a party, you can actually find different places because people change around all the time. And I'm actually only going to stay here until after the Kite Tails show, because I'm going to meet up with a relative or two since tomorrow's my last day for lunch, and then I'll probably finish out at the Magic Kingdom later, so I might go live from the Magic Kingdom for Enchantment. So we'll see. Went to see Harmonious again yesterday. I really enjoyed it. I know some.
Welcome everybody. Come on down. As long as you've got your group together and you continue moving forward, we'll have you on the truck very shortly.
Teresa. Well, I just missed you. Because I'm actually leaving tomorrow. This actually has been my longest trip in a long time. Tui during the preview time because I totally I didn't get the virtual pass, and then I forgot at 1 o'clock when I was at Epcot. So I was like, oh well, I'm glad I rode it a few times while I was there at the preview.
Come on in to row number 7.
Okay.
How many here? 9.
Yeah. I see Chris. How was I supposed to go? And I didn't know. And I just go.
I guess we're sharing now.
What's your stance? Our speaking license reserves slide shut.
Yeah, I pretty much did everything. There's a couple rides at Magic Kingdom I want to try to hit up that I didn't get. Did mostly everything at Epcot that I wanted to. Hollywood Studios, I did everything.
Safari guide. They're pretty bumpy, so I do ask that everyone remains completely seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Now, the very first animals we are going to be seeing today are actually going to be found directly above your heads. They're going to find a safari spotting guide.
There's the
Now,
guy.
this can help you identify some of the animals we might see out there today. We're probably not going to see every single one just based on migration patterns and time of day, but we usually have some pretty good luck out here. Now, out here on the reserve, this is the animals' homes. We are just the visitors, so I do ask that we're respectful of the animals.
Okay,
So
have a
not
great
them,
day at
no
work.
hissing noises, whistling noises,
Hope things
or
go well.
anything like that. A lot of these
Okay,
animals,
no
they do
problem.
have
Thank you
very
for
sensitive
joining.
ears.
Don't
This is
forget to
for
hit
them,
the like
same
button
thing
if
as
you
it
haven't
is
already
for
done so.
ours. Now, this is a photo safari, so make sure you have those cameras out and ready to go. If they do have the capability, I do recommend putting them on a sport or an action mode. It's going to get the absolute best picture quality possible. We're gonna see a whole lot of really cool animals out there today, and unfortunately I cannot stop for every single one. And those animals, they are definitely not gonna stop for us. Now we'll be starting our journey out into Little Surrey Forest. And many of the animals that call this forest home, they do use their natural coloring and markings as camouflage. So make sure to keep your eyes wide open and help me spot some. Now right away over to the right here, we are gonna see the bongo. Now bongos are also known as the ghosts of the forest, and that's because usually they're pretty rarely seen. They are fairly shy and reclusive in nature, usually found hidden deep within the thickets of the forest. Both the males and the females do have those horns that we saw back there, and they are angled backwards, allowing them to run through the thick underbrush without getting tangled. Now a little bit further up ahead on the left, we get a pretty good look at this black rhinoceros. Now aside from moms and babies, these black rhinos, they're extremely solitary creatures. Now I know that he looks pretty big, but the black rhino is actually among the smallest of the rhinos, only weighing about 3,000 pounds. Just 3,000. Now we are super lucky to even catch a glimpse of that black rhino today, and that's because there are only about 5,000 left in the world. So people do poach them for their horns, believing they have medicinal or magical properties. But really, those horns are made out of keratin, which is the exact same thing as eating your fingernails or your hair. We are now going to be making our way out towards the Safi River, where I'm hoping we'll get the chance to see the Nile hippopotamus. Now these hippos do spend the majority of their day submerged in water, and they do this to keep cool under the hot African sun. They do have the ability to hold their breath for up to 8 minutes at a time, so I'm hoping we get lucky and they find their way to the surface. Looks like there are two just beneath the surface behind us on the right there. But let's see if we can't find a couple more as we pull around the river. Now these hippos, they are very large. On average, adult males, they do weigh up to 5,500 pounds. But they have been known to grow much larger than that. Now over on the left-hand side, we're gonna see a bloat of hippos, including the baby up there by mom. She goes, "Mom, wake up, it's morning." Now females, they are much more likely to form bloats than males. They're going to be a little bit more social. Now, as you can see, their ears, their eyes, and their noses are all right at the top of their heads. This does allow them to stay almost completely submerged while still being able to use all of their senses. Now, even though these hippos do spend majority of their day in the water, they can't actually swim. They will, however, walk across the river floor bottom or push themselves off of objects in the river and just kind of glide across. Now, at birth, those hippos do only weigh about 80 pounds. So there's quite a huge difference between that newborn hippo and a full-grown adult.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now, also up ahead to the left, we are going to see the Nile crocodiles. Now, the Nile crocodile is the largest species of crocodilian in Africa, growing to be as long as a giraffe is tall, between 16 and 20 feet from the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail.
There's one there.
Even though their diets normally consist of just fish,
And they're all laying over there too.
half up to 2 times their size. Now, crocodiles, they are ectothermic, which means they do rely on outside factors to help them regulate their internal temperatures. So they start to get just a little bit too warm, you will see them take a dip into the river. But you might also see them start to open and close their mouths. Some people, they see this as a threat of aggression, but it's really just them trying to release a little bit of that heat. Both the males and the females will actually gently roll their eggs in their mouths to help their babies hatch. And once those babies have hatched, mom is very, very protective. So she's not going to leave that nest for upwards of 3 months. Not even to go for
Thank you,
a
Mike, and
rehearsal.
I'm praying for you guys. I'm sorry to hear everything.
We are now going to be making our way down towards the savanna grasslands. And unlike all the animals we saw back in Little Missouri Forest that use their camouflage to hide from predators, the animals we'll be seeing out here on the savanna, they do rely heavily on their speed and agility to evade those predators. Now, directly off this curve over to the right, we're going to see that giraffe walking around, 2 of them actually, as well as a couple of white-bearded wildebeest kind of hiding back there in the tree line. Now, these giraffes, they are the tallest animals. At birth, they do stand about 6 foot tall, and full size, they do stand 18 to 20 feet in height. Now, if you notice the pattern on their coats, it does look just a little bit like a jagged jigsaw puzzle. This is how we know they're the Maasai giraffe, as opposed to reticulated giraffes that do have a more net-like pattern on their coats.
I hope the dogs are out. They're usually sleeping.
Now, over on the left-hand side here, we're going to see a couple of African wild dogs walking around, also known as painted dogs because unique markings on their fur. Now, even though they do look just a little bit like the furry friends we have back at home, these guys are very, very different. So they are actually the most successful hunters of land mammals, with a hunting success rate between 80 and 90%. And this is due to their ability to hunt in packs and run their prey to exhaustion. Now, just for a
Thank you,
little
Mike.
bit of comparison, a lion's hunting success rate is only about 7%. So they are very good at what they do.
Oh, the cattle are really close up here too. That's funny. They're actually
Now, also ahead on the left here, we are going to see these cattle with the very large horns. These are the Ankole cattle, as well as those dark-colored antelope back by the tree line. Those are the sable antelope.
She's sunning it out.
Now,
Hello, Ray
cattle
J.
are
Thank you
also
for
known
stopping
as
in.
Watusi cattle, named after the people that first domesticated them. And even though their horns do look pretty heavy, they're actually fairly light, only weighing about 3 to 5 pounds each. And that's because their horns, they are primarily hollow. So they are made up of a honeycomb-like structure on the inside, which does allow for blood to circulate throughout their horns,
Hello, this
disperse heat, and ultimately cool down those cattle. They're basically like built-in radiators. Now, the sable antelope that we saw back there, they're actually the icon of Harambe Wildlife Reserve, and that's because they're extremely noble and resilient creatures. So they're one of the few who actually fight back their predator to protect the herd. Now, as we make our way around this curve here, over to the right, we'll see that tower of giraffes once again, as well as those white-bearded wildebeest. Now, giraffes will actually spend a good 20 hours of their day just eating, and they're only going to sleep for about 20 minutes a day. However, they're not going to do this all at once, but rather in very short increments. So they will sleep for as short as 30 seconds at a time. They can sleep while they're standing, they can sleep while they're eating, they can sleep doing just about anything. Now, those white-bearded wildebeest out there are also known by their African name, Gnu, spelled G-N-U, and this is after the noises they make. They do sound just a bit like grunting noises. They are migratory animals, so every year about 1.5 million will travel between 500 and 1,000 miles to find more food and water. And this is commonly known as the Great Migration. So they're going to follow the rain patterns to find the freshest grass.
Hello, buddy.
That little giraffe there, she did just celebrate her first birthday. Now, so right there, of course, we are going to see that dazzle of zebras. That's right, we do call a group of zebras a dazzle. Now, those ones there, those are the Hartman's Mountain zebras. And they're different than the plain or the grand zebras you're probably used to seeing. And the main visual difference is going to be their stripes. So as you may have noticed, the stripes on their bellies, they did not go all the way around. And the stripes on their hind legs, they are much bigger. Just like the rest of the tower of giraffes behind us on the left there.
Oh yeah, they
And
do.
behind those trees.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. Well, there's the little one. Yeah.
They just celebrated their 3 months.
That's the newborn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
further up ahead on the right, it does look like we'll get a chance to see this African elephant. Now, as we pull around to get a better look, definitely pay attention to the shape of the ears. This is how we know it's the African elephant, because their ears, they do actually loosely resemble the continent of Africa, as opposed to Asian or Indian elephants that do have a smaller shaped ear. Now, over on the left-hand side here, sitting in between the trees there, we're going to see a couple of mandrill monkeys. Now, mandrill monkeys, they are the largest of the monkeys. On average, adult males, they do weigh up to 100 pounds, while the females, they're only going to weigh about 30. Now, mandrill monkeys do actually have built-in pouches in their cheeks where they can store snacks for later. And within those pouches, they can hold a full stomach's worth of food at one time. And we should get a much better look at these elephants over to the right here.
They're being fed.
Now, it is safe to assume these two elephants here are females, and that's just based on their size and the fact that they are out there together. And that's because elephants are very social creatures. However, when the males reach maturity at about 14 years of age, they will leave their herd to venture out on their own. Now, sometimes they will form a loose herd called a bachelor herd, which is basically just a couple of dudes being dudes. Now, these elephants, they are the largest land mammals. On average, adult males, they do weigh up to 6.5 tons. That is 13,000 pounds. Their diets do consist of about 300 pounds a day, and they will eat anything from twigs, leaves, roots, and fruits. But another important staple in their diet is red clay, which is what we're passing through on both the left and the right here. Elephants do like to eat this clay, and it will provide them with essential nutrients and minerals that they wouldn't normally get in their diets. Elephant herds are led by an alpha female or matriarch, which is basically grandma calling all the shots, and she's going to be in charge of the migration pattern. Now, the pattern that elephants follow year after year is the same exact migration pattern they followed for hundreds of years. So this is actually something that gets passed down generation to generation of elephant. They are able to communicate in a number of different ways, but one of these ways is known as rumbling. And what rumbling is, it's a very low tone noise. It's actually 1 or 2 octaves lower than we can hear as humans. So elephants could really be having full-on conversations all day long, and we wouldn't even know it. Now, much like humans, they do have very complex emotions. So they're able to identify when one of their own is sick or injured and needs their help. They do grieve the loss of loved ones, being the only other mammal to actually hold funerals. And elephants, they hold grudges. They're extremely intelligent, have amazing memory, so when someone has done them wrong, they are definitely not gonna forget about it.
Somebody on the
Now, up ahead to the left, we are also gonna see these greater flamingos.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
These are
repeat
the
this
tallest as well
after.
as the lightest pink of all the flamingo.
See
And
if they
do
come
get
back
this
out
pink
here.
coloring from the shrimp, brine, and algae they eat that is very high in beta-carotene. We do call a group of flamingos a flamboyant because they're just much too fabulous to be called a flock. And if you notice the bend right in the middle of their legs there, you might assume these are their knees because again, they're right in the middle like ours are. But those are actually going to be their ankles. Their knees are found just a little bit higher up inside of their bodies. Now, the greater flamingos, they are very social birds, and they have been known to form groups of up to 20,000 pairs. That is a whole lot of pink.
There's an elephant way in the back.
Now, over to the left here, right out in the middle, we're going to see that giant mud wallow. Now, this mud is very important to both elephants and rhinos, and that's because they do like to roll around in mud to stay cool. But both of these animals also have very sensitive skin that's actually prone to sunburn. So they will roll around in that mud, and it does act as a natural sunscreen and bug repellent.
Surprising for an early morning, not too many
Up
animals.
on the hill to the right here, we're going to see a couple of water buck hiding up on the hill there. Now, waterbuck, much like their name suggests, they're never found too far from a source of water. And for an antelope, they do drink an excessively large amount of it. Now, those waterbuck will actually secrete an oily, smelly substance, which not only acts as a deterrent for predators, they just don't smell very appetizing. It also makes their fur somewhat waterproof. Now, over on the left-hand side here, definitely keep your eyes peeled. This is usually where those cheetahs like to hang out, but they do like to hide behind the trees and the tall grass, making them pretty hard to spot. Looks like we do have two of them walking around just beneath the trees there.
Oh, there's
Now, cheetahs, they are the fastest land
They're
animals,
way
and
back
they
there.
can reach speeds of over 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Now, they can only really hold this speed for a couple hundred yards before they get too tired entirely, and they have to stop to catch their breath.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see what you were saying.
All right, here are lion roaring, so we're going to try to catch up to that real fast.
There he is. They're roaring.
Hello, Dean.
They're roaring. Yeah, the girls. There is.
They're standing there.
That's, look at female. I see the 50 too. Yeah.
I get the last word in.
Good morning, T-Town, Mary Ellen.
Now over here, this rock formation, this is Kopi Rock, but of course you might also recognize it from the Lion King as Pride Rock. Now these lions do like to use this Kopi Rock during the day to lay out and sunbathe, but they'll also use it as a vantage point to look for prey. Now lions do hunt at night, and they'll spend a good 16 to 20 hours of their day just resting. And they do this as a way to conserve their energy so they're ready for that big hunt at night. Now it is actually going to be these lionettes that do majority of the hunting for the pride, while that male, he's going to stay back, watch the cubs, and protect the pride territory. Now of course it is the male that has that gorgeous mane that we saw up there, and that mane can add upwards of 40 pounds of weight to that lion's neck. It's extremely dense and heavy. Now that is part of the reason the male doesn't do a whole lot of the hunting. That's because when he's out there running around, you can actually hear that thick mane rustling together, which does alert their prey that they are near. Now, as we heard, those lions do have a very mighty roar that can be heard from up to 5 miles away. Now, up ahead to the left here, we are going to see a couple of warthogs walking around. Now, warthogs, they are the largest burrowing animals. Burrows are the holes at the bottom there, those are their homes. Now, they will use their tusk as well as their feet to dig those out. But sometimes when they're feeling lazy, they will just borrow these burrows from other animals. There they go again. Now, also up ahead to the right here, we're going to get a chance to see a couple of white rhinos. Now, white rhinos, they do not get their name from their color, but rather a miscommunication of the Afrikaans.
Hello, Joy.
word.
Thank you.
Their name does come from the Afrikaans word "weit," meaning wide, and this does refer to their broad square mouths, as opposed to the black rhino that has a more triangular, pointed upper lip. Also, unlike their cousin, the black rhino, the white rhino is very social and slightly larger, weighing about 5,000 pounds.
I'm actually going to go back in through the line, so we'll catch the gorillas and stuff on the second time around.
Alright, we'll get to see what they've done with this whole area.
Oh, is it up here? Oh, there's only one more thing.
They've had the Jeep.
And we have officially made it to the warden's post, which means we're getting close to being back in the village.
Yeah, they just keep
Now, you might actually be surprised to find out that many of the animals we've seen today are in fact endangered. And you might be wondering, well, what can I possibly do to help? There are so many small changes that we can all make back at home that will really have a big impact on these animals. So growing up, I'm sure we all learned the importance of reduce, reuse, and recycle, and this still is so very important. We can also be more conscious of the amount of single-use plastics we're using. Maybe going out and buying one of those reusable water bottles or reusable straws instead of getting a new plastic one every time. But another great way that we can all help is just by learning as much as we can about all the amazing animals we sell out on the reserve today, as well as learning all about the animals in our own backyards, and sharing with our family and friends all that we've learned and all the changes we plan to make back at home, and encouraging them to make a change as well. Now you can help out right here at the park as well. If you stop by any of our merchandise locations, you can donate to the Disney Conservation Fund. You can donate $1, $5, or just round up your purchase total. And Disney is going to match that donation dollar for dollar. This is a great way that even a small donation can have a really big impact on these animals. Now, if you do decide to donate, you will get a super cool conservation hero pin with a colorful elephant on it, just as a thank you for your donation. Now, friends, that does officially bring us to the end of our safari. But your adventure definitely doesn't have to stop here. If you're not done checking out all the amazing animals that call Animal Kingdom home, I definitely recommend heading over to Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. This is a self-guided walking tour. You can check out gorillas, zebras, meerkats, naked mole rats, maybe even get an
Welcome in,
underwater sight
Danny.
of those
Thank you
hippos
for
we saw
joining.
earlier.
And have a
Now,
great
friends, here
day.
in Harambe, we never like to say goodbye because that is way too sad and far too final. So instead, we say Kwaherini. Now, Kwaherini does mean to go well. So, Kwaherini friends, go well, go wild, and go make a difference out there.
I'm gonna head back towards the entrance.
The doors are sliding open. Watch your step down. Double check those rows and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.
I'm gonna take another run on here. And then we'll walk through the gorillas after the second time around. And I'm gonna also run to the restroom, so I'll be putting it in a bag when I get to there.
You don't like to say goodbye, so what do you think, my friends?
We'll come back to that. I gotta run to the restroom and I wanna try and ride this again. Yeah, and mute it. Good morning, Sushi Me. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the stream, put you in the bag, and I'll be right back. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Just want to set you right here real quick. Circle. We're gonna go take another run through the safari. See if any more animals came back out. Might be a little bit longer wait though this time around as the park is fully open. And hello, Sushi Me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start like playing around with different like be right back type of software and stuff. Hello, Melanie's Magical Adventures. Welcome in. And when we're done with the safari, we'll walk through, see if we see the baby gorilla. I usually just like to go right where the gorillas are. But I do thank you for joining. I'm Amy of AJC Magic TV. If you haven't already done so, please hit that like button. It does help out our channel. If you're new and haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. We go live when we do come down to the Orlando area, and we have lots of videos out, and we'll go live when we're back home.
You may want to use it, or just set it all in with your own eyes and ears. If you do use a camera or phone, please turn off the photo flash for the comfort and safety of the animals, as well as everyone on the safari trail. Before you actually enter the loading area, please locate the nearest trash bin and discard any unfinished food or drinks. If someone in your party is traveling with a mobility device, please line up behind that person, allowing them to lead the group through the gate at the end of the round, immediately in front of them. As you approach the loading platform, please notice that it is divided into two distinct zones. The area with platforms is the loading zone, also before the board you'll Zone 2 is immediately behind it. As you move up into Zone 2, please note the 4 circles evident in each row of the zone. Each row contains 4 parts. Shortly labeled seats and placed to the on the
People. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. No, I wasn't even thinking.
That works. Alright, Caribou, everybody, this is going to be Spy Huey for Welcome, so welcome aboard. Unit slide on the left, fill in any available space. Any loose personal belongings, hang on to tightly. Don't anything falling outside the truck, because, well, we can't stop to pick it up. Watch your hands, arms, legs, feet, right hand side. Doors are going to be closing. Santa. As they say in Harambe 20, which got a main city on times, folks. As they say in Harambe 20, which is let's go. Now, how we say hello, we say Jumbo. So Jumbo, everybody. My name is Matt. Gonna be your safari guide as you travel through Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Notice that spotting guide above you to help you identify the animals we see on the reserve today. Might not be able to see all of them, but there's a good chance we'll see a lot of them. If you folks are taking pictures, great. Have the cameras out, ready to go. Have them set on the motion setting or the sports setting. I can't stop at every single animal, folks. I don't want to get you any blurry pictures. Awesome picture of an animal can turn into a so-so picture of a tree. Man, there's a lot of trees out there, too. Now, we're just going to hold right here until we get our clearance to head in the reserve. Now, as we're going along, we're going to get some nice close views of the animals. And one thing I'm going to say is do not call out to the animals whatsoever. No whistles, clicks, kissy sounds, clapping at the animals, anything of the sort. Any loud noises. Yeah, the animals, well, they actually really don't like that. And they're going to walk away from us and sometimes even run away from us. Yeah, we don't want to lose those views of them as we're going along. The first part of the reserve we're making our way into is going to be Little Ituri Forest. Forest is the key word there. You got to keep a lookout for any animals anywhere, the patterns, the coats that they have. It helps them blend in well into their background. You can already start to see some activity coming up ahead here. First animal up to the right up there, that's going to be an okapi. Now you'll notice that okapis have stripes on their hindquarters, so they look like they're related to the zebra. But by their skeletal structure, we discovered that they're actually related to the giraffe. It's very similar, especially if you look at their head. Now up to the left, these rust-colored animals here, these are bongos, sometimes called ghosts of the forest. Both male and female bongos.
Yeah, it's already a little
horns.
different with some animals out here.
Like that. That's going to help them run through the
Hello,
jungle
Sherry.
without getting caught.
Thank you for joining.
Now, it is nice to see the okapi out in the open like that. They are shine reclusive, to the point they weren't discovered by the Western world until about 1901. We're coming up to a watering hole here, gathering place for animals. We've seen a lot of animals so far. As I come around the bend here, up to the right, you're going to see some large Danish animals on top of the hill. These are not deer, these are greater kudu, one of the second tallest antelope in Africa. Now these are female greater kudu because they don't have any horns. Watering holes such as this usually give us a chance to see some of our rare species like the black rhino, but sadly, because of poaching efforts as high as they are, it's harder and harder to find them out in the wild. There is less than 5,000 black rhinos in existence. That's counting zoos and in the wild. Yeah, that's not a lot.
Thank you, Sherry.
We'll keep on moving through the brush here. I'm not seeing too much of any.
Good morning, Joy. I know I said hi before. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we're going to head on out. We're going to be leaving Little Ituri Forest. We're going to be heading right into the Safi River. I've been hearing reports of some hippos in the area, so let's go try and find some hippos. Keep a lookout. I Can see two down to the right, but if you're not able to get a good view, don't worry, we'll try and find some more up ahead. Hippos do that. They spend most of their time in the water in order to keep themselves from getting
Yeah, they're in
overheated.
the other pool.
They can hold their breath around 5 to 8 minutes at a time. Hippos can swim. They really just kind of prefer to walk along the bottom of the river. Bounce more than anything. They walk along the bottom, bounce up to get air, and go right back down. There we go. There's some hippos to the left.
Yeah, they're
Group of
down
hippos are
in
called
the
a
water.
bloat, so that is a bloated hippos there. Interesting reflex. So they're taking a nap underneath the water, and it's time for them to get a breath
Hello,
of air.
Flippers
Automatically
Pool.
lift
Thank
their
you,
head up,
Jason.
get that breath of air, and lower their head right back down without even waking up. The pelicans here are pink-backed pelicans. They live in groups and colonies, as you can see, about an 8-foot wingspan.
Yeah,
Now,
they're all-
hippos are largely nocturnal. They're going to come in onto land at night in order to graze upon the grass that's along the riverside.
The one that was
One
right here,
hippo
he
in
moved.
one night
or
of
she
about
moved.
150
There it is,
pounds
there.
worth of vegetation. Helps them get up to that max size, about 5,000 pounds. You know, give or take like 500 pounds. Now we're going to be crossing a rickety bridge, and those are Nile crocodiles.
Okay,
down
have a
there.
great day, Jeff and
Nile
Angela.
crocs grow 18 to 20 feet long, jaw strength more than 2,000 pounds per square inch. Can and will take down prey like zebra wildebeest. A lot of times you see with their jaws open, it just helps them regulate their body temperature. Gorgeous animals. Let's go.
And they can be gorgeous, but they'll get you.
Now we are transitioning from one ecosystem to another, leaving the Safe River, making our way to the savannah. Different ecosystems mean different plant life and animal life. We're gonna go see what we can find. Coming up on the right as I come around the bend here, this is going to be a baobab tree. It'll stay leafless 9 months out of the year, retain water during the hot drought months, gets the nickname upside down tree, and meh, you can see why branches kind of look like their root system. Oh, we're going to see some more up ahead. More important stuff's coming up right here. We're going to be coming up to one of the best views of the reserve. This is the Serengeti grasslands. The grasslands will spread for hundreds of miles across eastern Africa, act like a super highway for the animals like zebra wildebeest. Also home to some of the more popular ones like African elephants, lions, giraffes. Yeah, it's just a small snapshot of the Africa that we all work together in order to conserve and protect. Looks like I can see some giraffes off in the far distance, so we're going to make our way towards them, trying to get a close view. Be on the lookout for any zebras as well. Give you a little bit of a better understanding. There are multiple different subspecies of both zebra and giraffe. How you tell the difference is the pattern that they have and the build that they have. Yeah, not all giraffes are going to be the same height. Yeah, it looks like that one giraffe is on the move there. Let's see if we can find any of the others around. Fittingly enough, group of giraffes are called a tower. Makes sense. So towers around here somewhere. Now the large earthen mounds that you can see around here, these are termite mounds, hard as concrete. Elephants love using them as a scratching post. And as they've been worn down over time, kind of like some of those to the right, you're going to see smaller animals like springbok, Thompson's gazelle climb on top of them. Use them as like a lookout point for any predators that might be trying to hide in the grass. Oh, speaking of predators, coming up on the left right here, walking around and laying down one of my absolute favorite animals. These are African painted dogs, not hyenas. They are going to work together in packs to take down prey, and one of their techniques is just to kind of keep chasing the prey until it falls down from exertion. They have an 80% success rate compared to a lion's 30% success rate. Now, because of that, their eating hierarchy is actually different from hyenas and lions. The old, the sick, and the young feed first before the healthy. So they're taken care of. Cattle coming up on the left here are Nkoli cattle. Horns around 5 to 6 feet long from tip to tip. Circulate blood around the horns, help regulate their body temperature. Both male and female Nkoli cattle do have horns. Keep moving around the vent here. Looks like I'm seeing some activity up ahead. But you can also see signs of activity around here. A lot of trees that have fallen down. Oh, brown and white antelope off the left there. That is a sable antelope. Ever charged up by a predator, drops to their knees and lower their 5-foot long horns to defend themselves. Now, coming up on the left, you're starting to get a view of the giraffe there. Look at that pattern. See how it's kind of like this dark, jagged leaf edge? Well, this is going to be a Maasai giraffe. Good way to remember Maasai, kind of think messy because the patterns are regular like. Very different from, say, the reticulated giraffe that's got that lighter, rounded edge pattern, more people common with knowing. Looks like I'm seeing some activity up ahead here. Coming up on the right, start to see those small little gazelles there. Those are springbok. They are full-grown adults despite their size. They get their name from how they're able to spring up into the air about 6 to 8 feet straight up and forward leaps of about 13 feet.
It's interesting how quickly the animals move.
Looks like I'm seeing some more activity around the bend here. The giraffes are kind of hanging out amongst the trees. You always have to look for them in amongst the tall trees. The pattern that they have, it just helps them blend in and disappear. So far we see mostly adults. Looks like there's another adult up ahead here. Kind of be on the lookout for any young ones or in a baby giraffe. Now you can always tell the baby giraffe because they are obviously the shortest. And baby giraffes when born are around 5 to 6 feet tall. And then they get up to that average adult height around 18 to 20 feet. Give you an idea of like perspective, your eye level right now is roughly around 7 to 8 feet off the ground. Just give you an idea how tall these giraffes are, especially the young ones. Yeah, it looks like we got some off the left here.
There we go.
Adult and a young one, not a baby giraffe, remember, a young one. Now, giraffes like to eat a lot. They're going to eat around 18 to 20 hours a day. They only need about like 30 minutes of sleep. They kind of break it up into 2 to 5 minute power naps. Some more giraffes coming up on the right here. These are mostly adults. I can see 1, 2 adults so far. I thought I could see another young one. Maybe coming up on the right here.
One right there. He's just hanging
Let's
out.
walk by the brush. Now we're going to be heading towards elephant country. One of the ways that you can tell, a lot more fallen trees around here. Elephants will knock down trees so they can get to the vegetation at the top. There's a watering hole up ahead I like to check out, so we're going to see if there's any activity or any signs of activity. Well, it looks like our luck's going to hold out. I can see an elephant right up ahead. Starting to get a view up to the right as they go around this bend here. Now, elephants are social creatures. Females and their young stay together for almost an entire lifetime. Male elephants, on the other hand, when they're getting older, around 13 to 15, they're going to go off on their own or stick together with other male elephants in very loose herds. So if you ever see young elephants around, usually predominantly female herd. I'll try and see if we can get a view of the other one up ahead here. With these elephants around, we're going to head towards the red clay pits. It's kind of like this gathering place for elephants. Now, predominantly female herds are a matriarchal-based society with the oldest and wisest female in charge. She's going to tell the herd where to go for food, where to go for water, all important information, especially during the drought season. That is why it is so critically important to protect elephants as much as possible. If the matriarch is ever taken down, it could lead to the detriment of the entire herd. Sadly, on average, about 96 elephants a day are taken out by either poachers or other various conflicts. From the tusk marks, you can see that elephants have been here. They eat red clay. It gives them beneficial minerals they don't normally get from their daily diet. You know how we take vitamin pills? Yeah, it's the same thing for an elephant. Currently, right now, we do have researchers working on the reserve. They are studying the elephant's vocal patterns. We're hoping that by understanding how they communicate, we can better protect them out in the wild. and we made headway. We figured out that elephants don't like the sound of bees. So to handle the conflict of them going onto farmers' land, eating the crops, which is causing contentions, and sadly sometimes elephant life is lost. Well, with the beehive fences that are being made, elephants are staying away, the farmers still have their crops, and they also get a cash crop from the honey, so it's like this literal win-win for both sides. So it sounded like I was hearing over the radio, there is currently an animal blocking the way up ahead. Animals do have right-of-way in our reserve, so if they ever decide to, well, just walk in front of the truck and stop, we let them. This is their home, and not ours. They have right-of-way. Sounded like it was some rhinos slowing things down up ahead. Rhinos, ostriches, giraffes, they all have a tendency to walk in front of trucks, walk out in front of trucks, and sometimes just walk back in front of the truck and stop. So we just kind of wait for them. Looks like it might be a little bit on the move, so this will be good for us. So just kind of mosey along, gives us a little bit longer views of the animal, so that's great for us. Well, looks like I can start to see some more elephant activity off the left there, so I'll just kind of keep rolling around the bend, see if we can get past this brush. Now, it's kind of, been a little bit of a cool morning. Day is going to start to heat up. And you'll start to see the elephants flapping their ears. Now, what that's going to do is it creates this wind current across their body. And then if you were to look behind their ears, you're going to see a lot of blood vessels. So it's going to cool down the blood that circulates in their ears, back into their body. It can lower their temperature by about 10 to 15 degrees. And an animal of that size, that's impressive. Sounded like an animal. Sounds like the rhino got in the way ahead. It's kind of slowing things down. Perfectly fine for us. Again, gives us a little bit longer views of the animals. So elephants have approximately about 100,000 muscles in their trunk alone. That trunk is absolutely amazing, the dexterity on it. They're capable of picking up a giant log or even moving rocks if they need to, and even picking up a single blade of grass. Yeah, let's try to flap those ears. Now, in a full-grown adult elephant, that trunk can hold around 5 gallons of water. Beautiful view there to the left. Yeah, like I said, it sounds like rhinos are still kind of slowing things down up ahead. Yeah, rhinos definitely have a tendency to just walk in front of trucks and just kind of stop and stare. Kind of think of them as like armored cows. They just kind of meander along very slowly, so they don't care.
We're just waiting for animals to cross.
Oh, looks like we got some movement.
They must have moved to the other side of the road.
We'll head down by the watering hole here, see if there's any other activity we might be able to get a view of. Yeah, let's head down by the watering hole. See if there's anything else around here.
Hello, John Surfbone. Thank you for joining.
Might be. Oh, we've actually started to get another view of that elephant off to the left. We're going to be coming up to a flock of greater flamingos.
Thank you,
here.
John, for
greater
stopping
flamingos
in.
are the lightest pink and largest of the flamingos, and they get that pink coloration from the beta carotene, which is in the crustaceans that they eat. Now, when a flamingo is hatched, it is all gray. Now, you might see a few flamingos there with a little gray around their neck, gray on their legs, and also on their beak. Well, those are young ones. It takes about 1 to 2 years for the gray to completely go away, so they still got a little time.
Oh, yeah.
we are going to be rolling into rhino territory. It does get its name through the amount of rhino activity that's usually seen around here, so kind of be on the lookout. You know, they're kind of around slowing things down, so hopefully we got a good chance. I don't see them yet, but we can tell that they've been by here, though. You can see they've been rolling around the mud, rubbing against the trees and the rocks. The reason rhinos do that, it's the exact same principle as elephants. It's going to protect their skin from the hot sun. It's going to cool them down. It'll also protect their skin from any insects as well. Alright. I am seeing fresh rhino tracks. That's a very good sign. You always have to look in amongst the brush to see if rhinos might be laying down, because when they do, they look like, well, giant rocks. Okay, a little difficult to see, but back right, there is a grayish, shaggy animal kind of hanging out, laying down in the back brush there. Very difficult to see, it kind of blends in. That's a water buck. Oily secretion on the fur makes it practically waterproof. They ever feel threatened, they just dive into water to get away. Ooh, I can see something coming up ahead here. It's not a rhino, but it is very fast when it needs to be. It's going to be a little difficult. I'm going to pull a little bit more. There's a cheetah over to the left laying down, kind of right near the rocks. I'm going to pull to get a clear view. Now, we all know cheetahs are fast. They're a daytime-based hunter. They're going to use their eyesight for hunting instead of their sense of smell. They are one of the few big cats that can purr. There we go, there's two of them. I don't just going up there and checking it out, but they can do it. They don't really roar either, they kind of chirp. It almost sounds like a bird. Now, cheetahs have non-retractable claws, so what that means is that's going to help them grip the ground, get up to that speed faster, and also keep that traction while running at that top speed. So it sounds like we have another animal slowing things down up ahead. Sounded like it was an ostrich this time. It happens. Gives us a nice long view of the cheetahs here. Nice view of them right there. Yeah, like I said, kind of ostrich slowing things down.
No problem, Candy Mom. Thank you for joining.
Walk the trucks and, well, sit down. I had that happen one time.
Because I know it's Monday morning, back to work, but...
Good view of the cheetahs there. Now, when they are running at that top speed, they do actually use their tail kind of almost like a rudder in a balancing wavelength to balance as they're running to kind of keep their not falling. Sounds like the ostrich is kind of being difficult, slowing things down. Now, I can start to see the Copy rocks through the brush to the right, so I'll kind of make a way around over there.
That's true, so
Yeah, the rocks will jut out of the savanna. Predators like lions have to use them as a lookout point. Look out across the landscape to spot any prey, so let's see what we can find down there. Looks like we got movement. See if there's any other cheetahs around here, though.
Sorry about that. I'm
Alright,
just
well,
trying
kinda
to get out
slowly
a
make our way
battery.
down towards these rocks. See if there's any lions
Since we're
left to
just
hang
kind
out.
of sitting here. I know the lions were out earlier on the first time around.
I'm not seeing anything just yet. Now we're gonna make our way around the bench right on the other side. Now sadly, lions have been hit hard. There is less than 20,000 lions left in all of Africa. That's not a lot. The conflict that they're facing is a livestock conflict. Going after livestock of farmers. Farmers are getting retribution.
They actually moved because they
Thankfully,
were
with the help
out
of
here
conservation
earlier.
groups and using the idea called living walls to protect the livestock. Those living walls being made
So
of
they went to lay
acacia
down
trees,
somewhere.
the trees that have those really long thorns.
Because they were out
And
earlier.
in some areas, it's worked. But, that's just some areas. We all have to work together to be able to protect lions. So that way we don't lose that up to the left. We don't want to lose one of the icons of Africa for forever. Gorgeous view of that male
There it
lion. It
is.
looks like you can see a couple female lions. I'll pull around the bend here a little bit more.
There we go. They moved to the shade.
Beautiful view of them right there. As we go around the bend, we'll get the center eye, so now's a good time to get a picture. Now, as get a nice view of the females there laying down. Female lions will do the majority of the hunting for the prey. They're pack hunters. They love to work together or take down the prey. While the male lion, if there are no cubs, he can help out with the hunting. But if there are cubs, he has to stay back and protect them and the territory. It is absolutely crucial for the survival of the pride. Some warthogs out and about. We'll get a view of them as I come around the bend here to the left. Largest burrowing animal ever feel threatened, back themselves into a burrow, have the sharp chest jutting out to protect themselves. I wouldn't call them Pumbaa to their face, because in Swahili that does mean foolish. Ostrich coming up on the left here does have wings, of course, largest flightless bird. Typically female ostriches are the ones with the gray feathers, so this is a female ostrich right here. Now we're going to be able to get a view of some white rhinos coming up ahead here. As beautiful animals as rhinos are, still being heavily poached for those horns. Now if you look at the horns, they're different. They're made of compacted hair or keratin, the exact same thing as our fingernails and hair. Barely any medicinal value whatsoever in a rhino's horn. You can see they're just gentle giants. It just breaks all of the misconceptions thought about them. And reiterating, just look at them as like armored cows. Some more female ostriches coming up on the left here. I'll be making our way into a newer portion of our reserve. This will be the Magadi Glen. It was donated to the reserve by local farmers to help out with conservation efforts, reintroduction, rehabilitation. So you never know what's going to be around here. We are on the outskirts of the reserve. And it does look like the reserve has been doing some renovation work with the wardens. And from what I heard, one of the wardens is currently raising some Nigerian dwarf goats to help out with the local village. So we're going to keep on moving. Now with the gate up ahead means we'll be making our way back to the warden station. I'll be dropping you off at. As we've been going along, we got to see a lot of amazing animals. We got to talk about the conservation work for elephants, rhinos, lions. A lot of times people wonder, what do you do to help these animals out specifically? Well, the first step is research. Everyone has a favorite animal on the reserve. Research the animal. Find out what conservation work is being done for that animal, and what help you give to the conservation groups for those animals. The other thing is going to be recycling, but what exactly? Well, old cell phones, laptops, computers, electronics, all of them have a mineral in them called coltan, currently being heavily mined here in Africa. The more we're able to recycle those items, the less land is taken away from the animals, and then we can do what Harambe means in Swahili, come together. We can come together, work together, we're able to help protect the animals, so they'll be available for future generations to enjoy in the wild. Now we're just going to cut right through here. I'll be dropping you off at the nearest warden station. From there, just be a short walk back to Harambe Village. But if you are interested in any other up-close animal encounters, you can always try Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, where there's a group of researchers studying a family of lowland gorillas that are in the area. There's a meerkat lookout point, an underwater hippo viewing area, and then one of the research stations, there's a colony of naked mole rats. Always need to check out. If you have any loose personal belongings, now's a good time to make sure you gather together. You don't want to forget anything on the truck. I am going to be going on another safari after this, and it might take a little while to get back to you. Like 2 weeks. Here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye to newfound friends. It's just
maybe
sad
try
final,
to
like
go
Tuesday's
to that
Swahili,
gorillas,
which is
but I'm
Swahili.
probably gonna walk over to
translates to go
Asia.
well. So,
Try to do
folks.
Expedition Everest or Kali River Rapids.
Holding. Watch hands, arms, legs, feet, right hand side, doors opening, and watch your step. All right, you folks have a nice day. Remember, here in Africa, don't be afraid to go just a little bit wild. Not too wild, just a little.
I think this might be the exit area. Just take a look here. Hello. We'll walk into the exit part because that's where the gorillas are located. Just to see if we can see the baby gorilla. So I'm gonna try to hit up Kali River Rapids before the Lion King show at 10:30. Then we'll do kite tails, and then I will probably end the stream to go take a break. And we'll go this way because I just want to see the gorillas.
Are we doing that?
Maybe they are further than I thought. Or they changed it around. I should have asked the cast member. So I thought, yeah, this might be the area here.
Don't think of the, there's such small things that we don't often, think about the impact that it has. But if everybody standing here is leaving on that one light, It's not just one light anymore.
And it's way up there.
It's, you know, hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions of lights, you know, that are being left on. And that's energy, you know, of course, that we're going to need for our future.
And there are not too many there.
Um,
Let's see if there's
and
some
of
up
course,
this way.
all those energy resources are derived from the earth, which means
I'm gonna go head towards Cali River Rapids. If I come back later, I'll take a picture and everything. So I'd like to try to get back to the Lion King show, and they're sitting way up on the top there. Yeah, we'll see how long the wait is, and I'm just sitting there like, well, do I really want to get, hopefully I don't get too soaked or be on that unlucky side. I'm just wondering how long, like the Lion King show is, then to get the Kite Tails, because Kite Tails at 11:15, Lion King show's at 10:30. But I honestly don't have to do the Lion King show too much because I've done it a few times.
if you wait here with mommy, I'm going to get your stroller.
And this is like about the Gorilla Falls. That's like the trail and stuff. Little maps. I know a lot of times I remember friends like later in the day the gorillas would be active. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Candy Mom. One of the reasons why I kind of wanted to at least go see it. I know it's not that I've seen a lot of them crashing or dying out. This is at Rafiki's Planet Watch where you go back to get the train. Not sure what time that opens, but I've done that a few times. I just like riding the train because we haven't had a train in a while. Welcome in, Myers and the Mouse. Thank you for joining. Hope you guys are well. Well, I hope everyone's doing well here. This is at Harambe Marketplace, where kind of like a food court area of different foods and stuff. So if you're looking for something to eat or drink, this is the menu here of the different kiosks. Just showing you, they have a Simba cupcake here. I know there's other various like 50th anniversary cupcakes. I think they're like at the monorail resorts. I kind of like that they put that on there. I'm just looking to see what the longest wait is. 40 minutes for a Flight of Passage. But that's what time all the shows and everything. Hello. Nice view of the Tree of Life. A lot of families and friends traveling together. I don't think I've ever seen this place open. Mr. Kamal's. The Feather Friends of Flight. I like that show, but a lot of times I think it often gets missed by a lot of people. We actually have an aviary in Pittsburgh, and they do kind of a birds in flight type of thing. But there's their show times. A lot of times I see it every once in a while, but the times never really match up to how long I stay or how long we're here with other shows and stuff. Good to see what the wait time is for Expedition Everest. I know I kept saying 5 minutes on here, and I know the park doesn't really seem overly crowded, but sometimes they don't get updated as much. It's about a 10-minute wait for Expedition Everest, and it went up. I'll be right back. Just mute you for a second. Sorry about that. I needed to talk to the gentleman about something. There's Dinosaur Chip and Dale on the flotillas and Goofy. Good morning, Megan G. Thank you for joining. If you guys haven't already done so, I'm Amy of AJC Magic TV. Please hit that like button. It would be help out the channel. We're here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Gonna wander over, see what the wait is for Expedition Everest. And then if I have time, we'll do Cali River Rapids, and then I'll see what else is going on. But this is where you would see the new Kite Tail show. So we'll see my time and everything, whether I'll go see Animal King, the Lion King show on my stream. I do have other streams where I've done the Lion King show. It is one of my favorites. Hello, Adventures by D. Thank you for joining. And I do apologize, the sun is starting to shine on the screen, so it's hard to see the chat until I get into some shady areas. But I do welcome everyone in if I haven't said hello to you. I just want to go over here real quick to see something. That's nothing.
Jenny, you can hold it here. Give me your and her peanut butter. And her peanut butter. I love that. I'll try that. Take this around.
I just want to see something real quick. I'm going to just go ahead and do the single rider line. Not that I... Not the 10 minutes too bad, but...
Good morning, single rider.
Yeah.
Right this way, please.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Yep. Thank you, Catherine Wilby, for that super chat. I do appreciate it. It's never expected, but I do appreciate that. And we'll use it to good use. Thank you. Okay. We're just waiting here. But I do appreciate the super chats. Never expected, but always appreciated. This one.
Would you like the back?
Sure.
Perfect. 16.
Thank you. This will be interesting because I'm not usually a big fan of the back, but I'll take it. I'll be holding on to you guys real tight there.
Once on board, secure all gear is a hard flag in front of you. For your safety, remain seated with your hands, arms, and legs inside. And please supervise. We have to keep away from your enemies.
I'm just going to hold you real close. Yep. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it might get a little wonky there. Yeah.
I asked, I said, keep it on. She said, because you go back into the mountain. She did laugh when she said it, like she knew it sounded ridiculous.
Here we go. No, no. That was fast. That was awesome.
Yeah. Once I come and try it again, they might even let us just.
Hopefully we're okay.
That's what they used to let us.
A little off there on the fixture. I'll fix you here in a moment. Just trying to look for myself here. There we go. I just need to prop you up somewhere and fix the gimbal here. They have some really neat Expedition Everest merchandise in here too. Pins. There's a nice Spirit jersey. Popcorn. There's water. T-shirts and stuff. Good views there. I just want to prop you up, fix the gimbal here. So hang on, I know it's going to get a little wacky here. There we go. Oh, that was fun. I really enjoy Expedition Everest. One of my favorites. Let's check the time here. We'll go over here and watch it real quick. But this is like the little plaza if you're waiting for family and you're not a fan. Oops. You can come over in this area and watch for them coming out of the mountain. That was the first leg spot. So it's not too bad. And there you can get snacks and drinks. I know like the Yak and Yeti and then they have a counter service. I always tend to miss where it is because I'm just kind of walking along and it blends in with all the other buildings. That's a nice cart that they have there. That's where you can get ice cream there.
Stay left. Yes, they're going on Mount Everest. Yeah, so. Okay. Yeah, you'll start to see it as you come along. I think that looks like the Matterhorn. But yeah, just kind of stay left. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute. Okay, I'm sorry about that, everyone. Oops. Let me fix ya. Sorry about that, everyone. I took the opportunity to run to the restroom. I don't usually go that often, but a lot of times here at the Animal Kingdom, everything's few and far between as far as the restrooms and different things. So let me just fix this. There we go. Thank you for your patience. I do apologize. I should have warned you, and then I decided to go back to the restroom. And there's where you can get some snacks. I'll probably get myself one of them at a time here. Let's go ride Kali River Rapids. And this is for you, Keith and Joey and Lisa. If you guys are watching the replay later. Or Captain Kali Rapids, Joey's best friend. Welcome in, Francisco. Good morning, world. Just talking about you guys. I'm gonna go on Kali Rapids. Type of the gibbons, I believe, live up in these little tree houses. Right. I haven't ridden this in a while, and after seeing everybody riding it, I might as well go ahead and give it a whirl. But I won't be doing it 20 times in a row. Although I give you guys credit walking back and forth through this queue all day long. Hello, Jason Udo. Welcome in. No problem. I do welcome everyone who's watching or participating in the chat. And I do thank you, and I appreciate that. Just make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to us, please consider. It's still kind of wet from them cleaning up this. Love the architecture back here. I know Joe Rohde talks about a lot of the architecture and stuff since he was one of the Imagineers, major Imagineers for here. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Maybe I'll let these people go ahead in front of me so I can take a little bit of a look. Go ahead. I just wanted to grab a plastic bag real quick too. Hello. Welcome in, Russ.
better chance our jungle has of survival.
I'm gonna stop for a minute. I want to grab the plastic bag I have for the gimbal.
Jungle will show you a world that is truly worth seeing.
Just in case I get that waterfall.
Hello, my name is Manisha Guru. I am the founder and manager of Gandhi Rapids Expeditions. When you board one of our rafts, you can look forward to an exciting scenic and very wet trip down a glass-over stretch of beautiful terrain. My team and I believe that our river rides are more than just an exciting adventure.
Just not yet.
We believe they help spread a message to visitors about preserving wild places. Like our friends.
Okay, got everything set. Just getting myself set up. So I do apologize. We'll be getting on here shortly. Pretty much a walk on. But I just want to make sure I have that plastic bag. And oh. Good morning.
My glasses got very wet.
Just one. Okay, thank you. Hello.
Please, that seat, please buckle your seatbelt.
You okay? Where is it? There we go. Yep. I don't know if the plastic bags really make.
Do me a favor, go ahead and pull on those strands for me.
Yep.
Excellent. Now please stay seated, stay buckled, keep your hands and arms inside the raft.
Okay, thank you. I think that's blocking the view though. Not sure how the view is for you guys with the plastic bag on or not. And not as a clear plastic bag, so I do apologize.
Sentados con el cinturón bien ajustado y mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro de la panza.
Was it blurry with the plastic bag? I can't tell. Maybe it was. Hey Russ, does it look blurry with the plastic bag? Okay, thanks. There we go. I should have grabbed one of my cleaner ones this morning, but I kind of forgot about it. So I just used the one I had in my bag. But here we go. We're going to go down this little bit of a hill. I actually was surprised they gave me the whole raft to myself, so I know I'm going to get soaked because I'm by myself and that's where all the weight is. And of course I'm going down backwards, so I don't mind if my shirt and everything. I'm going to try to keep my feet up a little bit because I'm not crazy about having wet socks. But I know I'll dry because it's really hot right now. of like the forest where they're destroying the forest there. But here we go, down the hill. I might kind of look out here. Got a little bit of a sideways wetness. So I survived pretty much a little bit there. One more little dip. And I'm going right into. People have they have the water fountains going here. Luckily I'm short enough. A lot of people shooting the water cannons.
Be sure you have all the gear you'll need it for your next adventure. Thank you. Bienvenidos nuevamente, mis amigos. Permanezcan sentados. Pone seguridad apuntada. Y sus manos dentro de la balsa. Un guía les dirá cuándo puedes salir. Por favor, salga.
Yeah, in a way, I think. I mean, I don't want something where it's like Popeyes and Bluto's rat-bill barges where you're kind of like soaked, but Infinity Falls is kind of neat too, where they have the nice big drop. So yeah, they could use a little bit of a refresh. We have a rapids ride back home at Kennywood, and you get pretty wet during the summer there. Yeah, my whole right side's wet because that's how the wave went. But welcome in, everyone. If I missed you, I think T. Marie Place stopped in. It's Joey's World. Francisco. I kind of forgot when I was walking on the platform that it moves. We'll go over and head towards the Lion King show. Oh, no problem, Cynthia. I know it's Monday morning, back to work. Because believe me, on Wednesday, that'll be me starting on Wednesday, back to work and having to listen and just watch whatever streams I can. Hello? Okay. No, I'm good. But thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could have stayed on if I wanted to. If I wasn't going to be staying in the park, I would have probably stayed on. That was fun. I'm kind of. Let me fix everything here. Just set you on top of here for a second.
Let's get out of there. Let's walk around.
Just getting everything settled here. Okay, here we go. Thank you for that patience there. Just wanted to get my stuff settled. I'll take a look at the rafts here. That was fun. I probably could have went one more time and then just skipped the Lion King show and then sat out in the sun waiting for kite tails. I might end up doing it one more time. That was kind of fun. So I could see why you like it, Keith and Joey and Lisa. I know Lisa every once in a while, but I know Keith and Joey really like it, and Jeff. And then they do have a cannon area where you can put a quarter or whatever in and start squirting people, I guess. And back there is a Maharaja and the Maharaja Jungle Trek. If you want to see the tigers and everything. I know sometimes if I go back there, it does lag a little bit, but it's a nice little quiet trail. You'll see the kimono dragons, the tigers, and then they have different monkeys. And I think there's some bats back there and birds. Now I'm gonna stop here to grab myself a one of these strawberry bars, fruit bars here real quick. So I'll be right back. Hi, can I get the Olaf frozen lemonade strawberry bar?
Anything else for you?
No, that'll be all.
$5?
Here's $5, and then I'll get you the $1. Here you go. I actually like a lot of those choices there.
There you go.
Thank you. Have a good day. Just so I could open the bar real quick. Okay, here we go. And they do have lockers here if you're, if you want to put your stuff in a locker, or if you brought, I know years ago when this first opened, I would come and specifically ride this a bunch of times and then go and change my socks or my shoes and stuff like that. Welcome in, Mouse Talk. Thank you for joining. A lot of t-shirts and plush. Now here is the Yak and Yeti fast food service. And it looks like they do breakfast and then they'll switch over to lunch. I know a lot of people like the chicken fried rice there. And then there's the Yak and Yeti restaurant, which is owned by Landry's. And if you have the Landry's card, it doesn't look like there's a long wait or anything. Hello. Yeah, I like the food in there too. Been a while since I've eaten in there, but watching others, and I know they have a good Kobe beef burger.
One picture. I want one picture. No, it's like when you have some miles, pull you back. Get over it.
Yeah, it's still uncomfortable.
Why am I walking? I know, seriously.
Be nice if they brought back the drummers from here. Okay, see you later, Russ. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hop later, Russ. And if you're looking for the Dole Whips, they have them here. I should get a cup of water real quick. I'm gonna grab a cup of water real quick. And they actually have various flavored Dole Whips there. You see a Scars layer, Lions layer, Simba Sunset, and King Cooler. But that has alcohol in them. Are they all?
I'll have you go down to Haley here. You can head straight to the.
Do you do glasses of water? Do you do cups of water? Can I have a cup of water?
Hi, Lulu. How are you? I'm doing good. Oh, no. I want a Dole Whip.
And they do have pastries here too. Thank you.
The Dole Whip with the pineapple juice in it.
If you guys want to order, you can go to Phil.
Without wrong?
And this is where you would wait to go in. Yeah, I might lag back in this area here and probably during the show. But I'll bring it back up as soon as I can. There comes a flotilla again with the drummers.
I can't see them. We'll see them again.
Set you down for a moment. I need to clean. Find my mask. Hopefully I didn't lose it here. Oh. Okay, let's go into the show. There may be some lag.
Is the theater outdoor? No, ma'am, it's inside. Yes, ma'am. Please make sure everybody has a face covering to put on when you go inside. You will need it inside the building. You do not have to wear it in life. If you walk inside, you will need your parents. Make sure everybody has one, including your children. If they are the ages of 2 or older, they will need to wear a mask inside. Go faster.
Hello. Thank you. I'm gonna go over here because it's not as busy. Go ahead. You can, no, go ahead because that way I'm just myself anyway. Are you with them? Or are you out? Go ahead. Unless you have a family. Okay. Okay.
It's a neat little thing. Doesn't make me so mad.
But enjoy the Festival of the Lion King. It feels kind of nice sitting in the coolness.
watch the show that's going to be down there.
I can't really see.
Well, don't worry. We'll kind of move around when it's time for the show to start.
And here, we can put your popcorn on the ground so we don't spill it, okay? You can hold it so we don't spill it.
Don't worry, it's not even started yet. You don't need to worry. I'll move you around to where you can see whenever it starts, okay? Sure. But don't move them. It's an old circuit. It's like they'll never get the design, I guess. Where are we all?
This one or that? We've never been on there.
I don't remember ever being in
We've been over there.
Oh yeah, don't you with your hair on surface?
Helen said
Okay, alright. I'm not ordering food. Can you stop doing that? It's bothering me. Okay, Lizzie, you bother me. Come on, okay? Just watch it. Well, a little bit. Not enough to get on you. I just don't need you rubbing all over me.
no, there's one on my lap.
He's sweater than I am, I'm sure.
Hey, keep your feet down. You don't want to keep your feet down.
Checking out Daddy's fingers.
Welcome in, everyone. This is the Festival of the Lion King. I will not be talking when the actual show starts in about 10 minutes. There could be some lag. I will try to bring it back up as soon as I can.
For the health and safety of everyone, exit throughout the performance. Thank you.
Explorers and greetings, friends. World's most magical celebration. For 50 years, we've brought favorite Disney stories to life through tales of adventure, true love, and magic. Now, join us as we welcome you into our pride with a celebration of Festival of the Lion King, beginning in just a few minutes. Thank you.
First, I was like, I guess I'm just going to carry the whole tray. And I was like, I'm going to do that. I wonder if there's an option that I could have checked to say put it in the snow box, but I never noticed
I think after this, we might have the kayaks. We need to go. I think it is.
I figured we would go over there and sit maybe we could do birds.
No, we're gonna do like this.
I went to the basketball before there was even a chair. It was like perfect timing. I had to wait for it
For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times while entering the theater, exiting the theater, and throughout the performance. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I might have to start it over because I messed up. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably restart the stream because I went out and it came. Let me see here.